Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the Vapr, making a best class up for this weapon and talking about why I think this is the best overall weapon as of right now, as well as some other weapons that I really like. And we'll talk about all that in today's video. If you guys could drop a like, let's go for 1,500 likes. You guys have been killing it. I'm going to, do class ups for all of the main guns. I'm working through them right now and you guys have been really, supporting the content. It truly is a blessing, keeps me motivated, and I appreciate that. So smack a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and let's talk about it. Now, the Vapr and the ICR, in my opinion, and just the last video I uploaded last night was actually an ICR class up if you want to check that out. I think those two weapons are the best guns overall as of right now from what I've experienced. Of course, this can change, and it definitely will change when guns are patched in different updates. So right now, everyone is saying that this gun is OP as well as the ICR, and I do sort of agree with that. The ICR is your gun that's going to be amazing standard at long ranges. However, this game has a lot of close quarter sort of maps, and the SMGs are kind of weak as of right now. So this Vapr-Xkg, or everyone just calls it the Vapr, I think this gun, it is an assault rifle, but it is also very good at utility for close range sort of fights as well, and has a lot of attachments available, suppressor, stocks, fast mags, stuff like that that literally are not available on the ICR. So that's why I would say this is the best gun, but the ICR definitely, those are the top two, and it depends all on your playstyle. But for close quarters, you're going to do a lot better with this gun. So what this gun is it is a full auto assault rifle with superior mobility and a high rate of fire. So superior mobility obviously goes into, this gun reminds me a lot of the Peacekeeper or the Honey Badger, and the fact that yes, it is an assault rifle, but you could play this like it's an SMG and you would do just fine. Okay, and it also has very little recoil, and of course, like they say, superior mobility and a high rate of fire. So this gun is absolutely awesome. I believe it's unlocked at around level 40, and let's talk about the class up. So the first thing is I run a reflex sight on this gun. It is between the reflex and the elo sight. Honestly, I'm just going to say personal preference, run what you want, and if you don't like any of those, you could just use the default sight or the iron sight. I don't know what it is. Usually I'm someone that uses just iron sight default sights and not as much red dots, but in certain COD games I find that they don't make the iron sights as appealing, and I feel like this is one of those games. For me personally, I feel like this is a game where you're going to see me with a lot of red dots and elos, at least on most of the weapons, and that's why I'm feeling on the Vapr as well. The sights are just too crowded on a lot of the guns in my opinion, and that's why I'm rocking with the reflex in these gameplays. As you guys can see, you can swap that out for elo. I'll probably test a little bit of both and just see which I like more, but right now I'm sticking with the reflex. Now, as far as my attachments, the attachments are really what make this gun good. Like I say, it has a lot of attachments available that aren't available on other weapons. You even have a stock 1 and stock 2, which we'll talk about here in a second. So the first attachment I use is stock 1, just normal stock, improved movement speed while aiming. This isn't available on a lot of the assault rifles, but it is super good, and it's strafing side to side faster than your enemy, especially in these gunfights that take longer, is going to be a huge plus and something that you will want to have. As far as my second attachment, it's going to be fast mags, because this gun has 35 rounds in the magazine. Like it says in the description, it is a high rate of fire for an assault rifle at least, and that's why having fast mags is just nice overall, especially because there's just so much going on in this game. You need to be able to heal, you need to be able to reload and stuff like that. I just run fast mags for the faster reloads. It makes your reloads about twice as fast, or at least every second reload, and then I run suppressor as my third attachment, reduced muzzle flash and no minimap signature when firing, and that makes this gun for me feel exactly like one of my favorite guns in COD history, which came from Call of Duty Ghost. Maybe not the best Call of Duty, but I mean, it was a decent game, and the Honey Badger is what this really does remind me of. The Honey Badger was an assault rifle that sort of was good at close range as well, and it came with a built-in silencer. Now this one isn't built in, but I used it on my class setup. Now if you wanted to go, the reason I like the silencer is, like I said, I'm playing a little bit more aggressive, like you'll see in these gameplays, and I'm basically playing their spawns, between the middle of the B flag and between their spawn, and moving back and forth, playing the angles, playing the doorways, and that's what this gun is really good at. Suppressor does help with that and just help me stay incognito or keep a low profile, I guess you could say. But if you don't want to run silencer and you want to go for more long range fights, because of course silencer does damage your range, stock 2 would be a good option there. What stock 2 does is it maximizes your movement speed while aiming, maintain aim when jumping, landing, and moving while prone. So stock 2 is something you'll probably see on more full out rushing class setups from myself, but personally how I feel feel in this game is that I guess rushing is decent. You know, you could put on stock 2 with a stim shot, and that would be a good rushing class. But as of right now, probably once they buff the SMGs, you'll see me rocking stim shot and that a lot more. But as of right now, those are the attachments I run with the Vapr, and what I run is the acoustic sensor because, like I say, playing doorways, playing their spawn, the acoustic sensor does help out, does help to notify your enemies of where they are. Now, my perk setup with this gun is a little bit different from traditional perk setups you'll see. I've been rocking a lot of scavenger and lightweight, and I don't have either of those on this class setup. So my perk setup is going to be first perk, I'm going to run in one of each perk. My first perk is going to be tac mask. I'm having trouble. Tac mask is low-key one of the best perks in the game. Whenever I play without it, when you just get hit by one of those secret cars or like a concussion or 9-bang or like you get burnt, you're just done. You're really done for, and tac mask saves you from a lot of that specialist effects in this game. That's why I run it as my first perk. Now, you may be thinking, okay, you run that, but then you have no scavenger, so aren't you going to run out of ammo? And maybe we'll talk about that once we get through these last 2 perks, right? So, because people want to know what specialist I'm running, and that's what ties into it. Second perk here is going to be Gungho. I'm really liking Gungho. On a more aggressive class setup, Gungho will work. Yesterday, you saw me in the ICR say lightweight's great for those assault rifles to get quick escapes, but when you're more up in the enemy's face, like you should be with this weapon, Gungho, fire your weapon and use equipment while sprinting, recover from sprint faster, and move at full speed while reloading. So those are all little advantages, but recover from sprint faster is sort of like what Fast Hands did on Black Ops 3. Fast Hands on Black Ops 3 allowed you to switch weapons faster, which people liked, but everyone used it for the reason that you could come out of sprint fast. You could recover from sprint faster, which basically means that you get your gun up and you get ready for the shot out of sprint faster, which is great because a lot of people's deaths in a Call of Duty traditionally is being caught in a sprint, and that is especially hard in a game like this. I mean, it's a little bit easier maybe because of the health to recover in the fights, but I find that it's still, I mean, it's Call of Duty, man. If you're caught in a sprint, you're probably going to die. Gungho will help with that. And also being able to move at full speed while reloading can help with escapes as well, which you shouldn't need to do too much with this gun, but that's what I have. And then third perk is still going to be the classic Dead Silence. I've been experimenting with perks like you see, tac mask, Gungho, not my traditional stuff, but Dead Silence is just too good, man, and you just need it, man. I think it really, Dead Silence, tac mask, Gungho, these are probably the top 3 perks in the game. Like Scavenger is great, lightweight is great, but those are more stuff that, you know, those are more standard stuff. This is more utility stuff, all right? So you guys may wonder, right? This gun will come with 35 rounds in the mag and 3 mags, so that's not too many bullets. If I do my math correctly, that's like 105 bullets, something like that. You're going to run out of ammo, and that's why on my specialist, and like I say, specialists sometimes will tie into a class setup. That's why you guys should always watch to the end on these videos. The specialist that I rock is the Crash, and you guys may have not even checked out the Crash. What the Crash is, it's a guy that will support your team with instant health buffs and ammo resupplies that accelerate the earning of score streaks. When timed correctly, these actions can turn the tide of a battle. So what the equipment, the special issue you get is an assault pack, and when you drop those down, it basically gives you and whoever picks it up full ammo. And you'll see right now in the gameplay, look how many magazines I have. You know, and whenever I run out, I can just drop down another assault pack as long as it's built up, my special issue or my equipment, and those are super duper good. Not only does that give me max ammo, so number 1, I don't have to worry about scavenger, which is great, but number 2, whenever I pick up my own assault pack, they're really quick to pick up. You just throw them down, pick them up. It gives me plus 50 points towards my streaks, and whenever any of my teammates pick it up, it also gives me plus 50 score and towards my streaks as well. So you really get rewarded for helping out not only yourself, but you're really helping out the whole team, which is good as well, because helping your team, this is a game that really is team-oriented, and you want to have map control. And then your ultimate, basically they call it the specialist weapon. I just call it ultimate because that's really what it is. I mean, come on, it's like Overwatch, it's like League of Legends, it's an ultimate, right? Is going to be called the TAC 5, and that will instantly, not really instantly, there's like maybe a half second or a second it takes to call in because you have to pull out an iPad, tap all over the screen, but it heals your whole team up to 200 HP. So that's just even bonus when maybe your acoustics, because you're using an acoustic sensor, you don't have stim shot, so your heal is down for a half second. You can save that and use it, or usually I'll just use it when I'm in a tough spot or about to push into their spawns. I really do like that about this class setup. And this class setup, while it may seem like it's support, you're supporting yourself while also sort of supporting your team. And this is probably my favorite class setup at the moment because I think you really are efficient with it. By not running Scavenger, I don't have to worry about that extra thing, running an extra wild card to be able to run that second perk 1, if that makes any sense. And then basically also, when you use the assault pack, every time you get a kill or anything else, you get a bonus. It's like a built-in hardline of plus 25. So you're getting sort of Scavenger and a mini hardline all covered, and extra heals all covered in your specialist. So I really do think Crash is a dope specialist, especially for team play and for this class stuff. Thanks for watching. Drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. Have a great night or day whenever you guys watch this, and I'm out. Peace.